Hey, this is VeVe Lane, and I have Andrea Rosu here with me.
Hello.
We just wrapped up a big shoot, and before we call it a day, we're going to do a little interview with Andrea for the interview channel. So welcome, and thanks for a lot of fun videos today.
Thank you.
The first question I always ask everybody is, how did you get started wrestling?
I was actually introduced to it via another model who has done some wrestling stuff. I worked with her a couple of times, and she basically said, "You would be awesome at this, and they would love you." And then she connected me with somebody out on the West Coast. The rest is history, as they say.
Very cool. So you were definitely in modeling before you were wrestling. Cool. And so what kind of not wrestling things do you do?
Let me rattle the long list. I started predominantly in kind of bondage, suspension, damsel in distress, but since I have branched out to the various manifestations desire and sexuality can bring, domination, submission, vor, giantess, I'm totally starting to blank out on everything, scissoring, crap, I'm totally blanking out now. Apparently I've been squeezed one too many times today. My brain cells have to rejuvenate.
Well, in the last one you were, I think, engulfed by a human python, right? So that would
do it.
Do things for the recall. But let me also ask, other than wrestling, what kind of sporty or athletic things do you do?
It actually runs the gamut. I have a history in dance, and I still love moving that way. So I like cross training, I like trail running, rock climbing, cycling, huge into yoga, hiking, skiing when there's snow out west. I think that covers it.
Cool. And so I can definitely tell you got a background in dance because you're one of the most flexible people I've ever met in modeling or wrestling or any kind of thing. Does that come in handy, wrestling?
Oh yeah. What I lack in skill, I make up in bendiness. So it's actually kind of fun when someone's trying to get me into a hold and they're not exactly sure where my other limb is. Like I've had this, we're like, where are you? And they're completely perplexed by where my other leg is, and it just happens to be kind of like behind my back. So it's fun and it's playful, and it also helps me not get injured.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it probably comes in handy in bondage too.
Yeah,
weird positions.
Yeah, I've learned that it's a nice mixture of flexibility and strength, because I've enjoyed doing stress positions where I'm put in like these really kind of physically strenuous positions that I have to maintain, and it becomes basically a full body workout. I am sweating by the end of it.
And so, a final question for you: out of this like huge array of stuff, what stands out as like your biggest memory or your favorite thing from be it wrestling or modeling or fetish career? What's a memorable moment?
It's more vague. The transition from going from being predominantly hired by other people into creating my own content, it's memorable because not only did I shift from getting predominantly submissive roles, but immediately getting predominantly dominant roles. And it was fascinating and exploratory. And also what's nice about being dominant is I set the stage, and it really, it becomes far more engaging rather than just kind of following someone else's lead, even though I do enjoy both. So that has completely changed the way I operate as a fetish model, which is really enjoyable.
What's your most favorite or your meanest thing to do to a submissive?
This is immediately the first thing. This is relatively new, but I never thought ball busting would be so satisfying. It really is. I was hesitant, needless to say, because my legs pack one hell of a punch, so to speak. And but I was approached by somebody who does this and is very familiar with the genre and has his own store and all of that. And that boy, I have never seen someone tougher in my entire life. Like there is first of all, there's no cup, no nothing. Like, he's just wearing shorts. That is it. There's no barrier. And when I say I kick, like, I'm not messing around. Like, I go for it. And at first I was a little nervous, but when I saw that he was a trooper about it, I just, like, it's an incredible aggression release, by the way. Like, if you're ever pissed off or just need some energy to be pushed out, kick a dude in the balls. It's really satisfying. That one, I guess, is amongst the many.
So should guys be terrified?
Yes.
Okay.
I only do consensual ball kicking. Unless you piss me off.
Okay, lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Okay, well, on that frightening note, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
For tons of good videos and for a very fun interview.
So it was pleasurable. Thank you.